Hey guys, Metal Driver 89 here bringing you another WWE Elite review. And today I will be taking a look at Series 75, the Hurricane. Looking at the sides of the box, you see an image of the Hurricane on both sides. The back of the box features an image of the Hurricane, stats, career highlights, a description of this figure, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Stats include from parts unknown, weight 215 pounds, and height of 6 feet tall. Career highlights include European Champion, Cruiserweight Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. The description states, "Stand back, there's a hurricane coming through." WWE's resident caped hero was a force of nature, chokeslamming for truth and justice. What's up with that? Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at the Hurricane. Alright, and here is the Hurricane out of the packaging, but first, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with 2 interchangeable gripped hands, which isn't much, but it's good that we have that. Then he also comes with a soft goods cape, which has the Hurricane logo on the back, so this is really cool. It's not the best cloth material, but it's nice that we have this, and I much prefer this over a plastic cape. So this is really cool, and you can Velcro this off, as you can see right there. My only complaint about this, really, is that it's loose on the figure. So it kind of just flops everywhere. I would have preferred if it was a little tighter around the neck, so it wouldn't look so loose, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. As I said, there is Velcro there, so you can take it off. And now here you have the rest of the figure. So looking at the head sculpt, it looks okay. It's not the best looking head sculpt, but it does look like the Hurricane. Unfortunately, mine has some not so great paint apps. So you can see some white there, some missing paint, a little bit of missing paint down there. You've got green near his chin. And then let's take a look at the hair. The hair looks better, so that's better painted. And looking at the rest of the figure, the logo looks pretty well done. Doesn't seem to be sloppy. The lining looks pretty crisp. The lining on the sides, though, that's another story. That looks a bit sloppy. So mine has all this smudging around there. Let's look at the other side. This side looks much better. And then he does have this black residue on his abdomen, so I don't know if I could scratch that off. So yeah, it does look like this can come off. So maybe with a little bit of hot water, this can come off. So that's not too big of a deal. For me, though, this looks kind of sloppy, and I don't like that. Then looking down at the legs, paint looks good on the side there. Looking at the other side of the leg, the paint looks better there as well. Then the rest of his lower torso is mostly black. He's got a little bit of color here. So the boot has a darker green and some white. The white, for the most part, looks good. There's a little bit of paint bleeding there. This side looks better. Then looking at the other boot, looks pretty decent, so not too bad. I do like the design of the figure. He's not too bulky looking. He looks a little thinner than other wrestling figures, which is how he should look. So overall, the body looks pretty decent. Just a few sloppy paint here and there, which kind of sucks. And then the mask has some sloppy paint. Alright, and going over the articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, which can go not too far up. It doesn't go that far down either. His head can twist side to side. It can tilt as well. He has a hinge at the shoulder, which allows it to go that high up. It can rotate all the way around. He has a bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow, which has 90 degrees. There is a hinge at the wrist. It can swivel and twist all the way around. He has an ab crunch, which allows him to go that far down and not too far back. He has a waist swivel. The legs can spread that far out, which is actually very far. It can go that high up. He has a thigh cut, double jointed knees. He has a cut at the boot, which allows for rotation. He has a hinge at the angle, so it can go that far down, that high up, and there is slight ankle pivot. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the Hurricane figure? I really like it. Despite the fact that mine has some paint issues, I think this is a pretty decent looking figure. I was a big fan of the Hurricane back during the Ruthless Aggression era. I thought he was a really cool character. I always loved playing him in SmackDown Shut Your Mouth on PlayStation 2. So it's nice to have this figure in my collection. So I think if you're a fan of the Ruthless Aggression era, or if you're a fan of the Hurricane, this is a figure you'd want to pick up. Not only that, but there's also a Chase figure with white boots, so hopefully I can find that in stores. If not, maybe I'll pick them up on Ringside Collectibles. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so you can see more WWE reviews. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.